Hello everyone, my name is Aiden, and I'll be presenting my project on something called Swirl N Go. So this is essentially a 24/7 smart locker based laundry service. So in this presentation, I'll walk you through what the business is about and why it exists, how the service operates from start to finish, and how it positions itself in the marketplace using strategic tools like Porter's Five Sources, SWOT analysis, and generic business strategies. So overall, this concept aims to modernize an outdated industry by bringing convenience and automation to something people often dread, which is laundry. So we've all been here before, you throw laundry in the wash, you get distracted, and the next day you remember it. So now, it smells, it's basically you have to rewash it. You're standing around at the laundromat waiting for, machines to open or dealing with crowds or long lines, especially in busier areas. So for a lot of people, students, professionals, and parents, laundry is just one of those tasks that gets pushed to the bottom of the priority list. So Swirl and Go solves all these issues. So this gives people a 24/7 system. So meaning there's never a wrong time to drop off your laundry. So there's no waiting because everything is handled through automated lockers. There's no unnecessary interactions, it's fully contactless. And also the ability to, track progress, you can do that in real time. So the entire goal here is to remove the stress and drain associated with doing laundry, essentially. So Swirl and Go operates through a network of smart lockers paired with mobile applications. So instead of sitting around, waiting for machines and dryers, customers, simply you can just place your clothing in a secure locker and, go on with your day. So you can request services, such as like the standard wash and fold, uh, dry cleaning for delicate or specialty items, ironing or pressing, or, for the more professional sort of clothing. And so here the locker system is safe, secure, and it's user friendly. So the app will handle everything, instructions, timing, payments, and notifications. So what makes this model here powerful is it blends technology with everyday tasks, creating a service that's scalable and efficient and incredibly, convenient. So how this will work? So here's kind of a deeper look into how this process sort of works. So the customer will, find an availability in the Swirl and Go locker, one that's available. They'll place their laundry bag inside and close the door. And each locker has its own QR code. So the customer scans that code, and with the mobile app, they claim that locker. So the app will prompt them to choose a service. So wash, fold, dry cleaning, or ironing, and it lets them, leave special notes. So anything, you prefer, like detergent or temperature. So payment is processed instantly, so that can be done either through the app or a kiosk, beside the lockers. So the system notifies them when the laundry is finished, and they can return at any time, day or night, to receive their items using a new QR code or PIN. So what makes this process so appealing is how flexible it is. There's no waiting around for machines. There's no coordinating schedules, no dealing with staff, and customers can drop off the laundry at midnight and pick it up the next morning on their way to class or work if needed. So to understand Swirl and Go's competitive environment, let's walk through Porter's five sources. So the buyer power is it's high. So customers have many options, such as at-home laundry, laundromats, or other services. So if pricing and speed isn't competitive, they'll switch quickly. This forces Swirl and Go to stay fast, reliable, and affordable. So the supplier power is going to be medium to low. So most supplies like detergent and cleaning materials are easy to source. So the main challenge is the smart locker, but even then, multiple manufacturers exist. So threat of substitution is medium high. So laundry can always be done traditionally, but Swirl and Go differentiates itself from this by offering convenience that at-home laundry or basic laundromats can't match that. So the threat of new entrants, so that's medium. So while the idea is easy to understand, the initial setup cost can be relatively high. You need smart lockers, an app, logistics, or, um, and cleaning operations. So this kind of keeps the market somewhat protected. And so the rivalry among competitors is going to be medium. So companies like Tide Cleaners or Laundry Locker exist, but they're limited in location, or they're not truly 24/7. So this opens the door for Swirl and Go to position itself as the most flexible and accessible service. So let's break that down into internal and external factors, kind of using that SWOT. So its strengths, Swirl and Go excels in convenience. So with that 24-hour access and fully automated system, it removes the biggest pain points of traditional laundry. So as far as weaknesses, the upfront investment is high, so smart locker software and maintenance cost money, and the system depends heavily on technology. Um, so that would mean like also including in their maintenance for that technology. So opportunities, there's a big potential for um, expansion. So college campuses, apartment complex, gyms, office buildings, they all struggle with laundry accessibility. So partnering with those locations can rapidly increase that growth. And so any threats, competitors can always emerge, and outages or technical issues could temporarily impact services. So maintaining uptime and reliability is very crucial. So it uses a lot. We use Swirl and Go uses a lot of differentiation strategies. My apologies. So instead of trying to be the cheapest option, the business focuses on being the most convenient and modern. So people today value time more than ever, especially students that are busy or even professionals. So essentially, by offering automation, tracking, flexibility, and like a fast turnaround, Swirl and Go positions itself as the premium. So it's a hassle-free solution to an everyday chore. So the primary target markets are going to be college students who may not have easy laundry access, working adults that are balancing long hours, residents in apartments where laundry is limited, and anyone who values convenience really. So when comparing competitors, Laundry Locker is it's limited to specific high income cities, and Drop Locker and Tide Cleaners often operate during limited hours or focus only on large institutions. So where Swirl and Go stands out is by making the service available to everyone in more locations and around the clock. So Swirl and Go's value position is pretty straightforward. So laundry that works, around your schedule, not the other way around. So instead of, wasting time driving to laundromats, waiting for machines, or rearranging your schedule to match store hours, you can really just drop it off in seconds and forget about it until it's done. So it's consistent, secure, and incredibly time saving, which is exactly what the modern customer wants. So to wrap things up, Swirl and Go takes one of the most inconvenient weekly chores and transforms it into fast, digital, and effortless process. It leverages technology to offer, a true 24/7 accessibility, smart automation, and fully contactless customer experience. So by combining convenience, innovation, and scalability, Swirl and Go has the potential to reshape the laundry industry for students, professionals, and busy communities. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.